And how do you balance wanting to be everything for your kids while also honoring what your body needs? Before becoming a mom, how did your diagnosis influence the way you thought about motherhood? What do you remember most about the moment you were diagnosed? How did you process that emotionally? Hi, everyone. Welcome back to MSwired Podcast. I'm Selena and a physician assistant living with multiple sclerosis and your host. Today's guest is someone who truly embodies resilience, creativity, and strength. She's a dancer and professional choreographer who fell in love with movement at just 3 years old and went on to begin her professional career as a dancer for the New York Knicks in 2006. She continues to share her love of movement and show what it looks like to thrive despite a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. For her, music is a universal language. It's how she connects, how she expresses herself, and how she tells her story, especially through the lens of living with MS. She's also a wife, a mother, and an MS warrior who continues to show up with grace and strength in every role she holds. So I'm truly excited to welcome Courtney Platt. Courtney, thank you so much for being here and for agreeing to do this.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And we all have stories that shape who we are and contribute to who we become. So take me back to the beginning. What led you to start looking for answers?
I was on tour with So You Think You Could Dance and season 7. And I basically became numb from the waist down. And I thought I hurt my back or something like that. But then I started doing my own research. And as I was doing that, it kind of got worse. Where I put my chin to my chest, it would be this zing sensation.
I had that too. Lermaid's sign.
Neat. What a great guy. And so I basically just was researching myself, and I called my doctor. I was like, I think I need to be tested for MS. And they were like, you don't have MS. You're crazy. You're doing, 10 dances a night, 6 shows a week. But I feel like as a dancer, you know your body.
Right.
And so, and my grandmother had primary progressive multiple sclerosis. So I didn't, that's really all I knew of MS. I didn't know that there was any levels of it. I just kind of thought,
Right.
grandma. Yeah. So I came home from tour, and I basically, they found lesions in my brain and plaque on my spinal cord.
And that's so important too for awareness, because so many of us, myself included, I had lifted something heavy and my background's in orthopedics. I'm like, I just hurt my back, I'll be fine. So
Right.
I always tell people, get it looked at by your doctor, even if you have a family history or don't. And
in an odd way, I felt there were many things. One, I felt slightly not relieved, but I felt like I had clarity on what was happening with me. So I was like, okay, cool, let's treat it. What are we gonna do? I was ready to get the ball rolling. And then I feel like I did this thing where I'm fine, I'm good, it's okay. I feel like I didn't give myself the grace I needed to properly grieve. It's
cry in the corner.
Yeah, it's just, and I mean, I did my fair share of that, that's for sure. But I feel like I could have been nicer to myself, or given myself a little more grace in that regard. And then I mean, I was just ready to take care of it. I mean, I was devastated. I was like, how is this gonna affect my movement? How is this gonna affect my dancing?
Of course.
But my neurologist was like, the best thing for you to do is keep on dancing. And I was like, okay, great.
That's
And I mean, I
awesome.
was devastated, and it was I was really sad to tell my family. I didn't want to tell, um, I don't know, I didn't want to upset my family and my parents, and it's a whole thing. They
Right.
were
No.
really, my mom's I'll never forget my mom's not the most verbal person when it comes to feelings and stuff. She's the greatest woman alive. But she said to me, she's like, I just wish I could take it from you. And I was like,
I know. That's how we feel when our kids are sick.
My God, I have one upstairs. I'm coming off of 2 weeks of the flu, of RSV. I got one upstairs with a stomach bug. It's awful. So
children never share. They don't want to share toys or anything, but when it comes to illness, they have no trouble coughing in your face and sharing it.
No trouble.
I love it. That's part of being a mom. And what has it looked like for you to kind of let go of this old version of yourself and step into this new identity?
So a few things. I was very much a yes person, yes, 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 yes. And then when this happened, it didn't happen right. This didn't happen right away. But what I will say is that over the years, I've definitely become, not in a bad way, but more of a no person, where I'm kind of no, I can't do that. Or my husband and I'll look at the schedule for like, he's like, that's 2, 3 things in a row at night. Like, are you going to be good? Like, we have to like, or like if in the beginning of our relationship, like I remember like we went to Scandinavia and like the second I landed, 30 minutes later, I'm on a freaking rib boat, like in the looking at a fjord. And I'm like, I feel like I was going to die. So it's like, I feel like in that way, I've slowed down in a good way
Right.
in that regard,
Adapted.
which is like really frustrating. Like every once in a while, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, WTF? Like, why?
Right.
And then I feel like also with like friends, if I have to cancel, I cancel. Like, if I can't do it, I can't do it. Like, and I don't, it's not the worst part, but like, I don't look sick. I don't even like, I don't like when anybody says like sick.
Right.
It's like, I don't look like I have, everyone's like, you don't look like you have MS. I'm like, well, what does that look like? Like
Right.
it's like a, so I feel like it's become like a little bit of like a filter in a way that like if like you require like a lot of work and like I have to like work to be friends with you or like I have to like you can't like I don't have no patience, no time, no
You have to pick your
tolerance.
battles.
Yeah, like I pick my battles and like I feel like that's definitely where I could see like the biggest adjustment is that I've like been like, nope, I can't do that. Or like
Now,
I take naps like an old person, like a small child. I take naps. I'm not kidding. I have to, or else
so
I
rephrase that.
will
You
not
take
make it
care of your
together.
body.
Exactly right. You're exactly right.
We just
I
have to
take naps.
rephrase it.
That is exactly right. I literally take naps daily, or else I am not making it to bedtime.
So
With my
instead,
child.
just reword it. I take care of myself daily. And people are like, wow, good for her. Self-care.
Amen.
And I
Amen.
always feel like if I say no to someone too, I don't know about you, but I feel like I have to explain myself. And my sister always says no is a complete sentence. So I'm trying to get that into my head now.
100%. And I feel like the people who who I love and I'm surrounded by, like they know that
understand.
about me and they
Yeah.
get it. And it is what it is.
I just did for work, we did like a 2-week mindset and we had to kind of write out all of our friends and we had to write if they're inner circle or outer circle. And it was really eye-opening because it's
Wow.
how people make you feel and where you want to spend your energy. And it's so
Sure.
important. We're friends who we think we should be friends with. But
Yeah.
because when you were diagnosed, you didn't have children yet, right?
No, I did not have children.
So, and I often wonder too, like, would it have changed my plans? Because I was diagnosed when my kids were 2 and 5. So for me, it was a little different.
A few things. So I remember definitely in my head, I'm like, how am I going to explain this to like my future children? Like how, and I'll follow up with that. That part. My son listens to this thing called Yodo, and he was listening to something about the immune system. And this happened like recently, a couple months ago. And I went in, and he's so smart, and he said to me, "You have a weak immune system." And I was like, "What?" Like, and I was like, how do you know? And he said, well, because I've heard you and daddy talking about it. And I said, okay. I said, yes, but mommy, works really hard to take good care of herself. And, when you see mommy like really tired sometimes and she goes to sleep, like and he's just like, so does it mean that like you don't have enough like armor, like white blood cells to fight? Like he starts on this like
How old
whole
is he?
thing. He's 7. And I'm like, yes, you're right. I was like, and he was like, well, none of that sounds good. And I was like, well, it's not good. I was like, mommy, it's the reason why I take medicine and I take naps. And like, if when I was explaining to him this whole thing and he was like, okay, like it was so matter of fact and like
Yeah.
very like, I was like, I'm not going to die. It's not contagious. It is not something. I was like, I am always here. And like kids are just so matter of fact about things.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I like left the room and I was like, whew, like I was not prepared.
He
for
needs
that.
to do a reel. I feel like he understands the immune system more than the
Unbelievable.
average adult.
He was unbelievable.
I love that.
Yeah, he was amazing. But like, I was definitely like, I'm like, are my kids going to get it? Are they like, it was all this stress. And then I remember when Jonah and I were like, when you're trying to have a baby, like it's not with you have MS and you're on medication and you're all this, it's not this like, like this like romantic kind of thing. You kind of have to like,
right.
Plan out the timeline and kind of like, because like at that point I was on a medication that if you like got pregnant, it would just rid yourself
Right.
of. And so it's like, that part was depressing. Like I felt like a little bit of like a science project. But at that point, I'm like, when I think back about it, I'm like, okay, like I have kids. They're here.
You
No,
got the
they don't.
first place ribbon.
No one remembers like coming out and seeing the light. Like, like it's just they're here.
Right.
They're healthy. When they're not getting things
Yeah.
to
Normal
focus
child
on.
things.
Yeah. But I definitely did stress about it. But then it was kind of just like this thing, like, all right, I guess it's a new normal. You got to do what you got to do.
Right. No, my daughter's 7 as well. And it's so funny what they understand. Like, all our stuff is orange. And she's like, well, we love orange because we love MS. And I'm like, well, I don't know if we love it, but we do like orange. Yes.
So when I took Chloe to his first MS walk, and he
Oh,
said, "Mommy, what are we doing today?" And I'm like, "We're supporting some really, really strong people."
gave me
And
chills.
like, yeah, like he's a very intuitive little boy, and
I love
it's
that.
it's just like picked up on that. I was like, "Where's a
Yeah.
bottle of water? Can I have that right now?" That
I love that.
conversation. Yeah.
And once you did become a mom, how did that experience compare to everything you imagined before your diagnosis? Because from what I've seen and from what Jonah said when he presented at our gala, you're rocking motherhood.
I try, man. I'm
That's all
tired.
we can
Like
do.
I try. I think I was I think I was really upset with my body when I had to have C-sections, because I was like, like my body failed in this way too. Like I want to push. I'm an athlete. Like I want to like get that
Right.
movie moment where your husband's like, "You did so well," and blah blah blah, and like the baby's crying on your chest. Like meanwhile I was like with the shakes, like a stupid gurney, like with my hands tied down. But it's like they get here how they get here. And
Right.
I love motherhood. It's like there's no hood like motherhood.
Yeah.
I it's nothing like I ever expected. I think everything that you think a lot of the time just like goes out the window.
Right.
But it's very much like how you have to put on that mask, like your mask on the airplane first before you take care of anybody else, because then like you can't take care of anybody else if you're the one
Right.
gasping for air. So I feel like in the times where like I have to take naps or I have to like put myself first in certain things, it only makes me, like I felt really bad about, bring help to help her. I felt like I can't do it myself. I can't, but I have to tell you, like, no, the reason why it takes a
I felt the
village.
same way.
It takes a village is a reason that there's a reason that's a thing. Like
Right.
it does. These amazing people, they're my village.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. It's like my kids, they want
Nope.
you no matter what.
And you
It's your
cannot pour from an empty cup. And I think that's something that
no.
I always tell myself. And even I felt the same way, like if I have to get someone to help carry my dog food to the car, or if I have, I have someone cleaning my house, it's because when I would clean my house, I would have to recover for 3 to 5 days. And it was, I don't have 3 to 5 business days to recover after cleaning my
No.
bathtub.
No, you
So,
can't. It's everything hits a lot harder. So like they
right,
had the flu, but then I got the flu. And then when I got the flu, I mean, I was in bed, couldn't lift my head for 8 full days.
right,
And I had to just sleep. And or it's like if I go out one night and I'm out like super late, it's like I gotta recover. Like there's like a recovery period. And so the people in my life I feel grateful that they've made that like easy for me. I feel like my kids, they're great. Like I love motherhood. It's really hard, but I don't know what motherhood is without MS. So it's like kind of just I push through things and move forward, and they come first, unless it's my health, and then I have to
right.
figure it out.
Interesting dynamic because like I said, I was a mom before and my kids were little. And so I can
Right.
tell you that MS almost, I guess I can honestly say it helped me be a better mother because it reprioritized what was important and what wasn't. And it's like I was able to show them, prioritizing health and let's exercise to be healthy. And I think I don't know, it brought us together. Like we go to the walks, we go to the bikes, and my kids are there cheering me on at the finish line. And
Yeah.
they're fighting my fight too,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
What has it been like navigating motherhood with a body that feels unpredictable? Like we said, not every day can be textbook perfection.
I mean, it's like it's interesting. It's like, as you know, like it presents itself in a lot of different ways. I feel like sometimes it's really hard, and sometimes it's like I go days where like I forget I have it, and then I go days where
Same.
like I literally feel like I've been bulldozed. And it's hard. It's like as a dancer, I also feel like you are conditioned to like push through
Right.
discomfort, which in one way is like this incredible blessing, because I danced on numb legs for 10 dances a night, 6 shows a week for 3 months.
Amazing.
But it's just like I think about that and I'm like if I knew then that I had him, like, would I have done the same thing or would I have like, so I
Right.
really do try to push through a lot because I feel like I have that mentality of like, well, if I didn't know I had it, but like I could do it,
Right.
and like all of the things. But it's so I try to maintain that, but then other times I'm just like I can't. Like I work at my kids' school and I love it. So now I have a responsibility to those kids too.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot, and, every once in a while, like, I remember I woke up one day to look at Jordan, and I was like, "Do you wake up in pain every day?" Like, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Well, what I have to just stop accepting this. Like, I have to, like,
Right.
do something about it." So there's, like, things like that too, like, where
Right.
I have to remind myself that, like, I need to do things to make myself okay, that it's like, you don't have a normal body.
Right.
It's okay, but, like, you have to handle your shit.
Right. Like you said, give yourself grace. And my last infusion, I mean, it was probably my ninth infusion. And for some reason, I slept 22 hours. I lost an entire day of my life. I got up to eat
Yep,
and pee like a newborn. And that was really hard on me mentally. I'm like, I have
yep,
wasted a day. And then on the other hand, I'm like, what would I tell a patient or a friend? Oh, it's fine. Rest is normal. Rest is
100%,
productive. Do I take my own advice?
100%.
Hell no.
No,
So
totally.
maybe you should give me advice and I'll give you advice. That might work.
And then that'd be great.
We'll just go back
And
to each other.
it's really important, like, even things like, we're going to Disney in June and in Florida. It's hot
That's where
in
I
June.
am.
Yeah, okay. So it's hot. And so when I am in the heat, a lot of the time I feel like I'm walking through glue. Like I feel like
Cement. Yep.
and I'm like, okay, I have to wear one of those weird neck fans. Like, like
You know what?
I gotta
I'm from Florida. They're everywhere, so you will not stick out at all.
I have to have spritzers. I gotta like take air AC breaks. I gotta do, and it's like I try not to look at that as like some sort of like hindrance
It's not a
to everyone
weakness.
around me. Because like, and it's like things like Jonah's like, let's go here, let's go there, and traveling for some reason, the getting on a plane, the whole rigmarole, it's like it sucks the life out of my body. Like I don't know what that is. It's like I'm
Yeah.
happy when I'm there, but like the packing and the travel and like
It's
you're
mentally fatiguing.
mentally, and it's like weird because it shouldn't be, but it's like, yes, and yes, for any mom anywhere, that's like mentally fatiguing, but it's like times 10. It
Right.
like, and I remember also like, do you hear the princess? Do you hear
I
Gabby's
love it.
dollhouse in the background?
Wait till they get
Oh,
to YouTube.
oh my God, I can't.
My 7-year-old thinks she's 30.
Right. Like, and they're
She
just like,
wants skincare. She's like, I need skincare. I'm
ah,
like, skincare? You're
stop
7.
it.
I
You're
can't even get you to
7. Get
floss.
out of
You want
here.
skincare?
Yes.
Let's
We
start
can't
with
even get
flossing,
that.
my girl.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
Your daughter's 7?
Um, no, I have a
Your son is
7-year-old son
7.
and my 3-year-old little girl who's like 25.
Yep.
Totally. And I have, she'll be a year old in June 1st.
Oh, so
Yeah,
fun.
but we used so like something like this, we used a surrogate for her for the last one. Like for me personally, like I know a lot of people with MS, like it's like they feel good. They feel, me personally, it was horrible.
I felt
Like
horrible and I didn't have MS at the
it
time.
was
Or did I?
I mean, you probably did, but like
It was in there.
it was horrible. Like I was on bed rest. It was such a task to be pregnant. Like, but in like I don't know. I just didn't. So, and I wanted a third child. Like, I'm one of 3. Like, he's one of 5. Like, I was like, I can't just have 2 kids.
Right.
So, so we decided to use a surrogate. And honestly, it was like the greatest decision of my entire life.
Like you said, pick and choose when you need help.
And
That's
like
not
I
a weakness. It's a strength.
No. And I said, I was saying to my son, like, I was like, we're having another baby. And like, and I was saying, I was like, it's going in this, somebody else's belly. And I was explaining it to him. And he was just like, all right, so you're not going to get fat again? And I'm like, no. And then he's like,
Again?
again. Yeah. I'm like, and then
Thanks.
he goes, thanks, honey. But like, they just say things. They're kids. And then he goes, all right, I'm still going to get like my big brother present. And I'm like, yes. That's like
The
very,
gift
it's like,
stays the same, just mommy's body. Yes, same.
like, like over their heads. It was just, so
His
it's like you
priorities are
have to
different than yours. That's all.
priorities and you have to pick and choose your battles and that's it.
Yeah, definitely. like you said, taking naps when you need to and showing them
Yeah.
that strength.
I just don't think I have any choice. Like, I feel like it's either I do or I don't, and then everyone around me suffers and so do I. It's like I'm not presented really with a choice unless I wanna, like, give in to this BS MS, you know?
Bob
So,
Marley said it, you don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have, right?
if
And
you
we're
just
strong.
we're strong, you just gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes it's interesting, like, I feel like imposter syndrome, like, a little bit.
All okay, so before I signed on, I listened to an imposter syndrome podcast.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like like will be like, no, I'm fine. Like I'm like I don't have it. Like it's good.
Yep,
I'm good. And it's like, no, bitch, you're not good. You need to like take it easy. Like your
right.
body is like fighting against itself for some reason, and like you have to like care of yourself, you know, and like, or I'll be like, well, I can do everything. I can do, you know, like,
Yep,
yes, I can do this. Or like everyone around me is like, you do so much, you do so many things. And then like, you just try to like do everything. But it's like, Courtney, you can't. Like,
right.
and that's fine. Like, nobody's giving you, like, you don't get a report card for motherhood. You don't get a report card for your life. Like, it's like there's no A pluses. It's like you have to just take it day by day and do what you have to do.
Right. And the podcast was interesting. It was on imposter syndrome because we all struggle with that, especially.
Mm.
And he says that discomfort is the toll that you have to pay to get to greatness, but people aren't willing to do that discomfort. Like it was really interesting and it was cool.
Totally
But
the truth.
yeah. What have your children taught you about resilience through this journey? I mean, I'm aware we got a lesson on the immune system from your 7-year-old. I love that.
Yes, I think they're like kids are a lot more resilient than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
I think like my dad always used to say to me, you know, Courtney, I'm like, I'd let you fall and scrape your knees, but I'm not gonna let you throw yourself in front of a bus kind of thing. Like, and I look at them and I mean, they're so adaptable to change. Like they can handle a lot. It's
Yeah.
just it's like just communicating with them and being honest and in age appropriate ways
Right.
them. Like they and I mean I really feel like I got a lot of my strength from like my parents growing up, like and dance and just like you got this, you got this, you got this kind of thing. Like there's nothing you can't do. Um like if you put your mind to it, like you could do it. You'll figure out a way to get there. Like I feel like I just want to try to like make sure I instill that in my kids as much as I can and share wisdom in that way. You know, like even like the little ones, she's sick and she's like, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I'm like, you have to take care of your body.
Don't
Like
you
if you
love how we
want
give her that advice?
yeah, and then I'm
I
like, I'm
figure.
pushing. But like I say to her, I'm like, you have to take care of your body. You have to, it's okay. Like, and something I know that Jonah said that at the event that you guys were at, which I thought was interesting because I never thought about it this way. He said, I guess to you guys, like, I feel like my job is to give her like permission. Like she seeks permission to like,
Right.
and it's true. Like I'll
He
be
did
like,
say
okay,
that, and
Greg,
that hit me.
yeah, like I'll be like, oh, Jonah, I'm gonna go like I'm gonna lay down for he's like, why are you telling he's like, yes, go. I'm like, or I'll be like, tell me I'm not lazy for like
He
wanting to
did
sit on
say
the couch.
that, and I went home and told my about it, and I was like, "It's true," because, like, the day after my infusion, I'm like, "Are you sure you got this? Are the kids okay?" He's like, "Go. Go
Go.
sleep. Like,
Go
it's
relax.
okay. I got this. Give me your phone. Go sleep." And it's like
Yeah, and
at
I thought that was really interesting because I never like named it. I never named the puppy. Like I was like, wow, like I just always felt like this need to like say what I'm doing or not doing or like he was and so when he put it that way, I was like, wow, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And sometimes he'll say to me, like, he'll be like, why don't you like share with me these things? Like you like tell like I'm your partner, like it's mine too. And I'm like it's not in my brain sometimes I'm like, it's not worth telling him that I don't remember how I got downstairs. Like it's not worth like it's not worth telling him like I forgot my best friend's name and I had to like literally like think really hard about it.
We don't
Like
have to
it's
tell him everything. We can
no,
pick and
that's what I mean,
choose.
and it's just like but he, like, wants to know, like, wants to
Right.
be
He
there
wants
for
to
me.
help.
Yeah, and so I'm more grateful for having that as a partner than any.
That's amazing. No, you guys seem like I was listening to him talk and I'm like, what a just a great partnership, you know? And I'm
Yeah,
lucky too with my husband. And I think that makes such a huge difference to have a support
huge.
system. But have there been moments where you've had to redefine what being a good mom looks like for you? Like what we think of being a good mom? Because I know I'm a perfectionist and I'm really hard on myself. I don't think I'd be my own friend. Just being
Yeah,
honest.
it's asking for help.
Yeah.
That has been, like, my biggest adjustment, like, it's asking for help. It's like, if I need if I literally cannot get out of my bed, it's like, "Can somebody pick up the kids?" Or, like, "Can I" So it's like, I always thought that I'd be this, like and I try my best, like, this, like, "Hi, everybody," like, kind of mom, and, like, I'm like, "Just sit down, like, I gotta go take it." Like, sometimes you have to take care of yourself,
But
so
you
it's
said
like
something good there. You said you try your best. And I always tell patients, it's like as
yeah,
long as you give 100% of what you have to give that day,
yeah,
you're rocking
that's
it.
it,
So you're
and I have
doing
to
that.
take it day by day, and, like, you have
We
to,
all
like but something I definitely do is, like, I look at my upcoming week, and I'm like, "Can I handle, like, doing this and this?" Like, am I able to, like, have the bandwidth for all of this? Like, do I have to, like,
right.
take something out or reschedule something? It's like so, that's definitely been
Because then you also have to throw in a fever, a stomach bug,
Mhm,
maybe a flat
yeah.
tire, life on top of it.
Yeah, so it's like just being okay asking for help was like something I didn't think I was going to like have to do as a mom. I'm like I've wanted to be a mom since I was like 10. Like I would like play play house and play it's something
Right.
I ask my friends or like it's like I always wanted to be a mom. When you get here and it's like it's all it's cracked up to be. It's just I've had to navigate it differently.
Right. Well, you're doing a good job. And
Mhm.
we talked about this a little bit, but with your kids so young, how do you talk to them about MS in a way that they can understand without overwhelming them? Like I asked my kids, I'm like, what's MS? And I got some interesting answers. My son said I had holes in my brain. And then my daughter, I know, I'm like, what? He's 10. And then my daughter's like, what did she say? She goes, you had to quit your job because it was hurting your MS. What she means is I had a lot of stress. So I had to
Right.
switch jobs. That's what she said. I'm like, don't say that.
I feel like for my 3-year-old, I feel like they don't need to know anything. Even if it was like my
Right.
7-year-old, I would have like brought it up with him. Like I don't know if I would have been the one to bring it up at that time, but like I think the best honestly, like I just think the best thing when they're little, if like it's like I can't be like, it's a chronic neurological autoimmune disease, blah blah blah. Blah.
It
Like
affects
it's
the
like
brain and spinal cord.
yeah, like I was like it makes mommy really tired.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I
something
say
that
to
like
them too.
yeah, like, it makes me tired. It's my brain sometimes has a hard time communicating with the rest of my body on how to move, but, like, it's like in layman's terms, I don't wanna worry them, and I don't wanna,
Right.
you know but I think when the time comes, you have to be honest, and you have to
Right.
just say, like, "I am here. I am okay. I am, like, I handle it. I take medicine," like, just because 'cause they're still kids and you're still the mom, and,
Right.
like, I feel like they look to you for security, and I would never wanna make my kids not feel secure, and it's like it's different when they're teenagers and they, like, understand it or, like, they have a
Right.
better they can actually, like, wrap their brain around it, but, like, for now, it's like I wanna be their safety and their, like, comfort, and I don't wanna worry them, so I feel like for now it's like I
Yeah.
said what I said, he said what he said, and then when it, like, comes time we gotta talk about it
Need
again,
to
like
know basis.
yeah, like, every once in a while, like, 2 times already since then, he's been like, "You still have a mask?" I'm like, "Mhm, but I'm good. We're good."
Yep.
So, yeah, I feel like I don't wanna worry them. I am, like, the mom, and I still and but I do think there's something to be said about, like, them seeing if you need help, you ask for it. Like,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
For
So,
sure.
like,
And
a really good lesson for your kids to see.
yeah. And there was a book at my neurology office, and it basically said, like, my MS, it makes me special, and sometimes I need to sleep, like you said. So that's kind of what
Mhm.
I told them too. And
Yeah.
I need to work on asking for help without the explanation. Like I'll ask someone to bring the dog food to my car. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I have multiple sclerosis and I had a neck fusion. No, I
No.
could just ask for help and put it in the trunk. Thank you. Have a good day.
Please help me put my dog's food in. You're great. Thank you so much.
Right.
Like, yeah,
So yeah, we're all a work in progress, right?
We're all a work in progress. I think it's important to give yourself grace. And
And
it's
we need to
all
take our own advice.
yeah, oh God. Girl, can I dish advice? But like taking it, it's just like they like tell me to myself.
Yeah, I'll be telling a patient advice and I'll be listening. I'm like, this is really good advice. I should take it.
Right. Right.
And on the days that feel heavier, physically or mentally for you, how do you still try to create a meaningful connection with your kids?
God. I, this is gonna sound like bad, but like I'll be like, "Do you want to come like you snuggle with mommy?"
I
Or
do
like,
the
"Do you want to
same
come like
thing.
you want to play
Movie time.
doctor?" Like, yeah, like in that regard, because I don't want to like lock myself in a room and not be
Right.
available. Or like I'll give them like a timeline. I'll be like, "This is not. I'm not saying no. I'm saying yes, but like mommy just needs like 20 minutes to just like rest up to make sure that she could, do what you're asking."
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's like, I mean, it's all like a mental warfare jungle gym.
100%. I saw this thing. It's like if you ever want some time away from your kids, go into their room and be like, hey, I'm going to come back and like come get me in like 20 minutes and we'll clean your room, okay?
Yeah.
They're never going to come. They're never going to
Never.
come.
Not funny. That's funny. We use that.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's a thing. And like Jade travels a lot. And so it's like we were talking about like when he comes home, I feel like my body's like I
Yeah.
like yeah, because like for like the days he's gone, I'm like mom and dad, I'm like on. Like I don't even take
Right.
like melatonin at night or anything because I'm like afraid, like,
You want to be
okay,
all alert.
like on if I have to be on.
Yeah.
So, like, when he comes home, I feel like my nervous system, like, resets, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
wanna like, I'm going to bed."
You're
So,
rebooting.
yeah, reboot.
Yeah. And what do you hope your children take away from watching you navigate life with MS?
I hope they take away that, like I hope they think I'm a good role model for strength. And how to overcome adversity, and that, if you want it, there's a way, and you can get it. It just might not be like the way you thought you get it.
Right.
Yeah, that like you can do anything, that even if you are given a new normal, like you can make it work. It's manageable and you can make it work. And that
Right.
you're just grateful,
Adaptability.
adaptability, and like to be grateful, like just to be grateful that your legs work and that you wake up in the morning, and that, I say it to my dance girls, like when I teach them, I'm like, and they're being lazy. I'm like, you really want to do that? I was like, there are people that like can't use their legs that would die to use their legs the way you're using them right now.
Right.
So I think just like having them keep that perspective of like honoring like what their body can do,
Yeah.
and
Not taking movement for granted.
don't take it for granted, and that to be strong, and that you can do what you set your mind to, and it's not linear. You might have to like go rogue a little.
Right.
So yeah, that all that kind of stuff.
And my husband and I are endurance cyclists. So we cycle, we have bike MS 100 miles, and I'm
I
stubborn. The fact that I know that I'm not supposed to be able to do it makes me want to do it more. So people always say to me, why do you
100%.
cycle 100 miles? And I say, because I can
Because you
today.
can. I remember, so I was like in front of, I used to do some Versa climber classes.
I saw.
It's really hard. And so I would have these like in my garage, I'd have these like notes to myself, and they were brutal. I was like, I guess like when my kids have to read, like I have to take these down, but
Yeah.
like I loved like, tell me I can't do it. Like, tell me I can't do it. Like I had like one, like, don't be a little bitch. Like, tell me
Yeah.
I can't, quitters don't quit, like quitters like are just like horrible thing, but it's kind of it like in a fucked up way, it like really drove me to like keep going.
Right.
Like, because you're right. You're like, because I can.
Today.
It's like, yeah. Like my mom would say to me, "Why are you going to take like a boot camp class if like you're exhausted?" I'm like, because like for one whole hour, I'm focusing on like one thing, and it's like
Yep.
surviving and the fact that like I can.
Yep.
And
I ride
there
my
isn't
Peloton daily. Some days I go
totally,
slow, some days I go fast, but
and that's it. And that's it.
yeah. And I
You
remember
don't commit to it.
during the ride, it's like we're on the bike for 6 hours and pain is my biggest symptom. So sometimes I get neuropathy and I just want to pull over, take off my shoes. And I remember my boss said to me the day of my first 100-mile ride, he goes, pain is temporary, regret is forever. Finish that damn ride. So like that is just what goes in my head now. Anytime I
100%.
struggle, it's like, I got
100%.
this.
And what an awesome boss.
Yeah, no, I love him. Yes.
What a
And it's
great
just,
boss.
yeah, it's just the best advice, but I tell myself that all the time. So, but yeah, you have to push yourself.
Totally.
And you fell in love with dance such a young age, and I saw you're in your dance mom era. Your little one's dancing now.
I can't believe it. It's so
I know,
crazy.
so cute. And how has your relationship with your body and movement changed from before your diagnosis to now?
I'm definitely just like a little nicer to my body, like than I was. In the sense that, like, if I feel that I am fatigued or if I have pain or something, I listen to it more. Um, yeah, that's really it. It's like
No, that's
I
good.
try to, like, listen to my body a little bit more than what I did. It's like, I'm grateful for the mentality of, like, push through, push through, push through, because I feel like it's the reason why I, like, never gave up dancing like, when I got my diagnosis, I wasn't like, "Let me just stop and, like, find something to eat." Like, it's like it, like, drove me in a way to keep going and, like, not let it affect me in ways that, like, it was going to steal my joy.
No, it strengthened your why.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's exactly.
And how do you use movement as a form of therapy, expression, or control on your harder days?
I mean, I I'm teaching dance. Sometimes I like when no one's home, sometimes I'll dance by myself. I love music and I also feel like I never stop moving. So I actually feel like that I honor like it by like not moving sometimes. It's like
Yeah.
it's like I actually like never stop moving. Like it'll be like 5 o'clock and I'll be like, how did I like did I sit down today? Like I don't even know if I sat down today.
If you were an Apple Watch, it's going to be like, sit down. Most
Yeah.
people's, it's like, stand up.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's like, so I feel like it's almost the opposite. Like, I feel like I honor my body and like honor what's happening by like not doing rather than
Right.
like doing. It's like, and like, listen, this is forever a part of my life, no matter what. Like, I will always dance. It's like one of the best choreographers I ever worked with. He said, "You leave dance, dance never leaves you."
Oh, I
And
love
so
that.
it's like and it's the most true. It's like I will always be a dancer, no matter what. Like, and I love that I get to like pay it forward and teach my kiddos. And I love that and that was interesting too. Like they asked questions about my MS, like my students, and like I was honest, and I just and like there are times where like I'm going to sit and I'm just going to tell you what to do, and like
Right.
you have to do it.
And that's
And they're
okay.
like, there, and that's okay. And they're like, I have to say, I really have, I feel like I have had, like, it sucks. It's awful. It sucks. Like, I hate it. But I have to say, because of the humans I keep around me, it doesn't suck as much.
Yeah. You have to create that inner circle that understands and
Yeah.
makes you feel good and doesn't drain your energy, like you said.
Yeah.
So important. And what has dance taught you about resilience and discipline, especially through your MS journey? Just like you said, never giving up. And
Everything. Everything.
I love it.
Literally everything. It has taught me everything. Like to not give up when you want to like push through discomfort, get out of your comfort zone, to feel okay looking like an idiot, to being punctual, to being like it is literally, if you ask me all of the things I learned about dance, it is not steps. It has been like the commitment to do something that you say you're going to do, to strive to be better for something. It's like literally taught me everything about resilience. Dance, it is resilience. It has taught me everything.
That gives me chills.
Everything.
But yeah, and you said too that music is a universal language for you. So how has music and dance like helped you process and express what you've gone through?
I mean, I have like songs that I listen to when I'm let's go. Like when I like need like hyping up, and I have
Right.
songs that I like hear when like I know like need a good cry. Like I feel like music is so important, and I feel like it could like get you through things, and it makes me like more okay when I like feeling what I have to feel when there's like music behind it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I know we talked about this too, because we don't look sick, which is a good thing. My doctor always says to me, wow, you look sicker on paper.
Yeah.
So MS can be invisible at times. So
Yeah.
how is hearing for you, well, you don't look sick, impacted you emotionally? Because that's tough.
I'm literally like, I kind of view it as a teaching moment. I'm like, yeah, I don't. But like my insides are right now are arguing with each other. There's like no communication from up top. Like I got like these
Right.
weird thoughts in my brain. Like, and I use it as a teaching moment because a lot of the times it's not ignorance. They just don't know.
Right.
And so I try to view it as that. And it's like, I try not to get offended by it because, like I said, I just don't think people know and they feel like they're giving you a
Compliment.
compliment. Yeah,
Yeah.
by saying that. And like, that's another thing. It's like, I have to not. Like that's like my people pleaser side, I guess, where I'm like, well, no, but I have to, but I just feel like better to educate than like condemn or like be like,
Right.
yeah, no, I don't look like, but I am, I feel like to educate is better than anything else.
Yeah. Because you could be like, you didn't look rude till you opened your mouth, but we're not going to do that. We're going to
Right.
educate.
We're right.
We're going to
But it's like,
educate.
I don't think I don't want to, because you want to know what? Everyone, it's like not, people say, well, it's not my job to educate. You have to educate yourself. It's like, no, actually, like to raise awareness and to
100%.
actually like allow people in to understand what like someone else is going through or like how it affects you and I'm talking like politically, racially, sickness, health, all of the things I
That
actually
you don't
feel
see.
like that you don't see that are like feelings that like I do feel it is your job to educate.
Hmm.
Because then how do we like create empathy and how to like I don't feel like being like, well, do your own research. It's like, aren't you could help me right now. Why aren't you teach
Right.
like I want to help like I want to help you understand what I'm going through or
Right.
feeling.
That's why I started my podcast because when I got diagnosed, I was seeing all of this misinformation and I'm like, someone has to do something. I guess it's going to be me. I'm going to try.
Yeah,
But
girl.
that's how I got, miswired. I'm like, we're broken kind of, but we still fire. It's just a little,
Totally.
intermittent.
Totally.
Yeah. And what would you say MS has taught you about strengths that you don't think you would have learned otherwise? I know for me, MS has redefined what strength looks like for me.
Yeah.
I'm sure for
Same.
you too.
Same. It's like strength that isn't always like going balls to the wall. But sometimes strength is like understanding when you have to pull back. It's like you're not weak. You're actually like very strong for recognizing that. And I also feel like I remember before I converted, I was in church listening to this like pastor or whatever, and he was saying, like if you're praying for strength, like it's not going to be handed to you in a box. It's like there's going to be trials and tribulations like in front of you to like allow you to build strength. And so I thought that was an interesting
Yeah.
take is that like, yes, like you can either like give in to it and like spiral, which like you have to give yourself those moments,
Right.
or you could look at it and be like, okay, like this is new. This is the new normal. Like, what do I have to do to like feel okay?
Falling down is an accident, but getting up is your choice. So I
Okay,
can
I love
say we
that.
both got up.
Yeah, it's good.
So, yeah, no, it's definitely what you make of it. And for any mom listening who may have just been diagnosed and feels uncertain about the future, either if she
Yeah.
has children or wants to be a mother, what would you want her to hear today?
I think one that you can do it. It may not be exactly how you thought you could, but you can, and you can find a way. Two, I have found a lot of strength in making connections. So when I was diagnosed, I really didn't know anyone young with multiple sclerosis. And it's like now I have a whole network of people that I know that
Yeah,
are like young professionals with multiple sclerosis that like I keep in touch with that like if it, I want to like it's like the people around you, your husband, your kid, like you could tell them what you're going through, but they're never going to fully understand. So I
right,
do like creating connections and speaking to people and seeking out people who are similar to you and like are other moms and have kids and have
right,
MS. Like I do think it's an important thing to like have a support group in that way as well.
for sure.
And that you like there's no instruction book on how to be like the greatest mother. We're not in school. Like this is
Right.
like we're all learning as we go. And it's like just do your best. Your kids love you. You are the greatest mom that they'll ever have. And
Yeah.
like, you got to keep on trucking.
Yeah. I told you the other night at a party, my 7-year-old and I are karaoke Eminem, Lose Yourself. And I'm like, Mom of the Year over here. She
Yeah,
knows all the
totally.
words.
Yeah. Please.
This guy was like, wow, you guys did that really good. I'm like, we practice every day on the way to school.
Yeah. My son loves Lose Yourself. My son is obsessed with Eminem. I'm like,
Karaoke
okay,
night.
Do the clean version.
Planning a trip to New York City, and my niece goes, "We'll take you to M&M, Ava." She meant like the M&M, the candy. And my daughter's like, I'm like,
Oh
"Baby,
my
no,
God.
she means the chocolate that melts in your mouth, not in your hand." And my daughter's like,
It's hilarious.
not M&M, M&Ms.
Appreciates he's a great yes, he's a great
Honest mistake. Anything else you want anybody to know on motherhood or MS or resilience or anything at all?
like you're good at you're just awesome the way you are. And like it's a new normal, you're gonna be okay. Make connections, do your homework, be up on like the research, like, surround yourself with good people and you'll be okay.
Yes, I know. The community is one thing I have to say with MS online. The community's been amazing. I remember when I was diagnosed, I'm crying on the Peloton, just bawling my eyes out. And I had just been diagnosed. And I thought to myself, I wonder if other people with MS have a Peloton. So I went to Facebook and there's a whole group for Peloton MS. And
Fun.
I met some of the most amazing people. And when our dog passed away, one of the girls had sent a book on dogs going to heaven and like explaining to my kids, I don't even know. Like I had just met her like a week or two earlier
That's
and she sends this
so
book to
nice.
my house. And it's like you meet the most amazing people. I met you and your husband was so motivating at our gala. And it's just you get, just unexpected blessings. So
It's so funny with that guy. Like, so it was just when he told me like everything went on, and my mom actually had one of her friends was there, and like just hearing the way that like he has not embraced, but like like handled it with me, and like the way that it's like, ladies, get yourself somebody who is like that. Like, who is like
yeah.
your ride or die, or with you will tell you, like, "Go to sleep, damn it, like, you look
Yeah.
tired." Like, who is on your side, and
Right.
so it really was just like it was like a really beautiful moment for me to, like, hear that he said all of those things, like, I
I mean,
completely
I was sitting in the audience and I'm just listening to him. And I said to my boss was sitting next to me and I'm like, I have to meet his wife. Like, I have
yeah.
to go up to him after. And I said to my friends, I'm like, I think I'm going to go up and introduce myself because I need to speak to his wife.
Aw, well, I'm glad we were
So I
connected,
did it.
really.
Me too.
I have
No, it
the
was
greatest
amazing.
last name I've ever heard in my whole life.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Buongiorno. My husband's fault. Well, yes. And no, I love it. I told you it was confusing in Italy. I'm like, hi, checking in. They're like, last name. I'm like, buongiorno. And they're like,
Uh-huh.
hello. Last name. Like they were almost getting annoyed. Like, did you not hear my question? I answered it. But yeah, it was fun. And but Courtney, this has been such a powerful and honest conversation. And your ability to move through life with intention as a mother, a wife, and an artist while navigating MS is incredibly inspiring. So you show that even when life doesn't go as planned, we can adapt, and there's still strength, purpose, and so much beauty in the way that we keep going and adapt. So thank you for sharing your story and your heart with us. And to everyone listening, if this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And it will be streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. You're amazing.